right, welcome back to episode 5. We're in the third period. In the first period, we've talked about some soccer coming back. In the second period, we talked about the NHL. And in this period, we're going to be talking about the top 10 cereals. Breakfast cereals.
Breakfast cereals. This is inspired by Boomer in the Morning's breakfast cereal bracket. And I thought it would be fun to do our own. Not necessarily a bracket, but a top 10. That's what inspired this.
Yeah, so we've got kind of like a ranking system that we did here. So we each gave our own top 10s, and then we gave points to those top 10. So like number 1 would get 10 points, number 2 would get 9, number 3 would get 8, and so on and so forth. And then we compared our lists, and anything that was mutual between those lists got those points added together, and then we re-ranked them with the highest points.
Yes. So why don't we start with number 10, and we'll go down the list and we'll share our picks back and forth.
So
to
our,
see where
our
we
10s.
go. Yeah, so you start with your 10,
Individuals.
I'll go my 10, 9, 9, all the way
Right.
down. And we'll see where we matched up, and then we can calculate them at the end here.
I like it. All right. So number 10 for me, Captain Crunch.
Oh, Captain Crunch. That's one I did not have on my list.
No.
And it kind of actually snuck under the radar
Yeah?
for me. Yep. I didn't actually really ever have Captain Crunch
I
as a
didn't
kid.
either, but I had it once at camp. I brought it to camp for some reason, and there was no milk, so I had to eat it with cream.
Oh.
So I had like a memory with it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's, oh man, that'll clog the arteries.
Mm.
Some Captain Crunch with cream.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So that's why it has a memory for me, so that's why I put it there.
Okay.
As a
Captain
cereal,
Crunch.
not the greatest, but
Well, it's cracking the overall top 10 if it's number 10 on your list and not on my list.
yeah, it's probably
Not
not
sure
going to
it's
make
not
it.
going to crack the total top 10. But yeah, it's good. It's a good cereal.
Very sugary.
Yeah. Okay, coming in at number 10 for me is Honey Nut Cheerios.
See, I'm kind of disappointed by that because I feel like that's a staple cereal.
It kind of is. And honestly, for me, that's why it is so low, is because growing up, that was like, oh, we're going to buy you a sugar cereal. Here's Honey Nut Cheerios.
Right.
And I just got sick of it because it was like, it's kind of an in-betweener for me because it's a Cheerio, but it's a sugar Cheerio. And I was like, I can't quite fully get behind this. Yes, it tastes better than normal Cheerios.
Oh, normal Cheerios are like cardboard.
Oh, yeah.
Gross.
But it's not doing it for me like other sugar cereals. So
Okay.
I needed to put it on the top 10 because I do enjoy a good bowl of it. But
Yeah, it's
but
not like a health cereal, but it's not like the gross
Yeah.
sugary cereals. Yeah.
I couldn't put it any higher.
Right. Fair enough. All right, number 9, I've got Rice Krispies.
Ooh, Rice Krispies. That's one I also do not have on my list.
Really?
I went very much towards the angle of sugar cereal.
Okay.
And
so
I
you're
know
going for more sugar or cereals that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I went
okay.
more that angle. Rice Krispies are good though. Like I remember having Rice Krispies quite a bit as a kid and just taking a spoonful of sugar, dumping that
Kinda
on
me
there.
too, yeah.
And you'd get the clump because Rice Krispies kind of clumps together in your bowl, and so you could get a big scoop, and then it would have some lumps of sugar in there. Oh,
Yeah.
so good!
I never really ate them, but I feel like they're just like a solid cereal.
Yeah,
that
they're a
people know,
must-have. You got to have those in the cupboard, regardless of
Like,
if you're eating it as a cereal.
The way I ranked them was like, are they like a famous cereal versus ones I like?
Yeah.
And the ones that were both, I put higher up.
Okay.
So these ones are kind of just like, Captain Crunch is like one I kind of liked, but kind of famous. And then
Yeah.
Rice Krispies is kind of famous, but I don't really like it. so
Okay,
why
that's
they're
fair.
lower.
Yeah, different angle. Well, we'll see how it all comes out in the
Alright.
wash, I guess.
Number 9 for you?
Number 9 for me is Vector. Kind of
Okay.
a sneaky pick.
I thought about it. Didn't make a cut for me, but
Yeah, again, another cereal that I had so much growing up and still actually eat every now and again. Yeah, we usually get the mega jumbo box at Costco that comes with like 2 massive bags in it, and that'll stick with you for a couple months if you're pounding that back.
I want to like it, but there's something about it. It almost tastes like you're chewing tinfoil, and in your teeth sometimes it like makes you cringe.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It might just be me, but
The chunks of granola really do it for me in there. It's pretty delicious, but
okay.
But I can see where you're coming from. It's really crunchy, like super crunchy.
It's not even crunch. It's like
It's sharp.
yeah, it kind of hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like chewing tinfoil.
Yeah.
That kind of feel. That's what I think of. But It's
Okay,
not every
fair
bite
enough.
though. It's just like once in a while. You
Yeah.
get it, so it throws me off. So
All right, number 8, Blake.
all right, number 8, Life cereal.
Love Life cereal.
It's good.
Oh, that
Had
is
that
good stuff.
growing up. Yeah,
That's one I didn't think of putting on my list that I should have.
I regret that one. Hey,
I'm gonna regret that one. And the thing with Life, it's sneaky. Like you look at the box and you think there's no sugar on that, and then you taste it and you're like, oh, for sure there's sugar
it's
on
good.
that.
Yeah,
It's good.
It is good.
And they also have cinnamon Life, I think. Have you had cinnamon Life?
No, I haven't.
Oh, cinnamon Life, so good. Makes the milk turn kind of cinnamony too.
It's like a wafer almost. It's like it's not crunchy, but it's like
Yeah.
kind of melts in your mouth almost.
It's like a better shreddy.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, great pick.
Thank you.
Number 8, Frosted Flakes for me. Again, similar to the Honey Nut Cheerios for me.
Right.
It's like a sugary cornflake.
Yeah.
Cornflakes, no flavor.
Gross. Yeah.
But Frosted Flakes, okay, it's like a sugary cornflake.
Yeah.
I didn't have them as much as I had Honey Nut Cheerios growing up. So that's why it's a little bit higher on the list for me. Is that it's kind of in that same Honey Nut Cheerio bracket for me, but I didn't have it as much, so it's not ruined as much for me.
Right.
It's still kind of a treat.
Gotcha.
And I know that one's a huge hit, Frosted Flakes, with a lot of people.
That's a crowd favorite for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number
7.
7, Lucky Charms.
Oh, love me some Lucky Charms.
I didn't have them a bunch growing up. Then they're like almost just like too sugary.
Mm-hmm.
So, like the marshmallows by themselves are like overpoweringly sugary.
Yeah.
But then like the rest of the cereal is just
It's
gross.
just like eating alphabets. The other cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's individually they don't work, and then together they kind of like I don't know.
Yep, fair
They kind
enough.
of work, but I don't know.
Yeah, Lucky Charms. I love Lucky Charms. I'm kind of with you though. Like as a kid, there was like a line drawn in the sand by my parents as a kid. Like there's sugary cereal, and then there's really sugary cereal. And the Lucky Charms fell into the real sugary cereal, so we never got that.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, we'll get you a treat," and the biggest like treat we might get would be like honeycomb or Golden Grams or something.
Right.
Where it's sugary cereal, but it's not over the top.
Right.
So Lucky Charms, great pick. In my adult life, I've eaten more Lucky Charms than I ever have. Okay, number 7 for me, Frosted Mini Wheats.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I love mini wheats. The downside of mini wheats, though, if you eat them too slow, the sugar disappears.
Yeah.
And then you're just eating the wheat.
And it's kind of soggy. Yeah.
It's soggy. It's gross.
Yeah.
But if you're having and you're diligent in eating your bowl of mini wheats, it's delicious from start to finish.
Yeah. You always got to put like the frosted side on your tongue, though.
Yes,
That's
bingo.
key. That is
Yep.
major key there.
Yeah, and just even if you eat them fresh,
Out
right
the
when they're
bag.
in the bowl of milk, and they're still a little bit crunchy, but they have the milk kind of inside
Yeah.
of them, super good.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The trick, also another trick, is you like stack them up so that the milk doesn't touch them all. So they slowly, like you eat bottom
Yeah.
from the bottom,
Yeah.
and they like sink
And then,
down.
oh, that's great.
Saves it
That's
up.
a
Yeah.
pro tip.
That's a pro tip. Free tip right there.
Another great thing of the mini wheats, they have some good variations.
They do. They have different flavors.
Brown sugar mini wheats, delicious.
Strawberry ones?
Strawberry mini wheats, delicious.
Good choice.
Blueberry mini wheats, also delicious.
Don't think I've had those ones.
Yeah, those ones are good.
Hmm.
So
Regular mini wheats, gross.
Oh yeah, with the no sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Disgusting.
That's like you might as well go out to a farmer's field and chomp on a piece of hay.
Basically.
That's what you're eating.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got to be frosted.
gotta be frosted.
Has to be.
Okay, number 6.
Number 6, Honey Bunches of Oats.
Oh boy, another one I didn't think of.
Hmm.
This is Honey Bunches of Oats is interesting.
Yeah, I didn't have it a lot growing up, but I've had it more recently, and it's pretty solid. It's got like a good variety of things. Doesn't get too old too quick, so it's a good like solid cereal.
That's a
So-
good cereal it's timeless. Regardless of how old you are, you can enjoy a good bowl
Yeah.
of Honey Bunches of Oats.
It's not too childish. It's
No.
not too like too healthy or anything.
Yep.
It's just right in the middle.
Sophisticated.
It's just truly neutral. Yeah, it's solid. So that's why I tried in the middle of the pack. It's just a solid performer.
I remember as a kid seeing my dad buy some and put it in the pantry, and I remember seeing it there and be like, oh, that's kind of like gross adult cereal. And then
Right.
one time we were out of options for cereal, so I was like, okay, whatever, I'll try it. I was like, wow, this is delicious.
Yeah.
And there was tons of sugar in here,
Mm.
and it is so good. So yeah, it got me. It was good. For me, number 6, sticking on the train of honey, is honeycomb.
I considered this one as well, but didn't make my list.
Love me some honeycomb. This was one that if we growing up would get a sugary cereal, it was honeycomb 9 times out of 10.
It's a good one.
It's good. That one, it's more sugary than Frosted Flakes. It's more sugary than Honey Nut Cheerios for me personally, because there's no other cereal, gross cereal tied to it like Cheerios or Corn Flakes.
Right.
It's honeycomb.
Yeah.
The thing with honeycomb is that we did have it a lot, so that's why it's a little bit lower down my list in terms of my favorites, but it's just so good.
It is a good cereal.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. I did eat it quite a bit growing up too, so
Yeah.
probably should have made my list, but
It's all right.
it didn't.
It's good. Number 5.
Number 5 for me is mini wheats, but I didn't specify the flavor because I like more than once. But we'll give it the same.
All right.
rating. Well,
Frosted Mini Wheats?
Yep, I'll say it's Frosted Mini Wheats. Sure.
Nice. Love them. Okay, number 5 for me is Golden Grams.
I've never had these.
Oh man, they're good. They are super good. We rarely had Golden Grams, but sometimes we did if they were on sale. And they were kind of hard to find. I don't know why they were hard to find, but oh man, so good.
What
it's
are they?
like, I don't even know what they cover them in, but they are golden, like they say.
Okay.
But it's almost like they're covered in like syrup, sort of. But it's hardened.
Yeah.
It's like hardened sugared syrup. And
Just straight corn sugar.
yeah, maybe. And they're like crunchy. And so
Like Captain Crunch kind of texture?
It's in the shape of like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
Okay.
but not as soft as a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Because
Okay.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a little bit softer because of the cinnamon sugar on it and stuff. This is like crunchy. It's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Good stuff. Golden Grams, I love that.
Never had them.
Yeah. Number 4.
Right, number 4 is Oatmeal Crisp. Now, there are different flavors of Oatmeal Crisp, so I didn't say which one. Same with mini wheats. So, I've got like a triple berry where it has like dehydrated berries in it. Pretty good. And then some people don't like that, but I like it. And then there's like an almond one with like sliced almonds in it. Also pretty good. So, there's different flavors. And together, they make a good brand of cereal. So,
Oatmeal
I
Crisp.
eat them a lot. So,
I've never had it. So I can't say if I like it one way or the other.
right.
Nor have I really actually ever heard of it.
Really?
I don't know if...
You probably see it, like if you know it, if you saw it.
Yeah.
But to hear the name, yeah. I had to look it up because I forgot the name.
Is the logo like... No, that's not it.
It's
No.
like a banner that says Oatmeal Crisp on it.
Hmm.
Right? Yeah. Like if you saw it, you'd be like, okay, I've probably seen this.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay.
But I eat them a lot, so that's why it's up there.
Staying on the crisp theme. This one flies under the radar for a lot of people because it's hard to find.
I've never had it, so
Yeah.
probably not.
Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
First time I ever had it, I was in Israel.
Really?
And we were staying in a hotel, and you know, when you go to the hotel breakfast, you're like, all right, we're having Fruit Loops. The hotel always has Fruit Loops
Always.
or always has Frosted Flakes. They have some kind of sugary cereal for the kids. This hotel didn't have any of those. They had Cookie Crisp.
I don't even know what this is.
And they're in the shapes of little chocolate chip cookies.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're like, they're smooth. They're not like flaky like cookies are. But yeah, they're like the little tiny cookies in your bowl. And
Really?
they are so good.
Wow.
And forever, I tried to find them in Canada. And I didn't, like, for years and years, didn't ever see them in grocery stores. And then, a few years ago, I think I was in a dollar store, and I saw them. I was like, they have this in Canada. And then I started seeing it in Superstore and in Walmart and stuff. And I was like, yes, finally, I get Cookie Crisp. So now, if I can get my hands on some Cookie Crisp, that's in my top 5, coming in at number 4.
Wow. Okay. I've never had this, so I'm going to have to try it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
All right. Number 3, Fruit Loops.
Big win.
Yeah. So good. Classic. Tasty. You know,
Timeless.
Timeless. So
Yeah.
good.
Doesn't matter
Like
how
like
old
you
you are.
said, you always have them at Continental Breakfast.
Yep.
They're a staple. They're everywhere.
They are, and it's like a cereal that just instantly puts you in a good mood. Like if you see
Yeah.
that it's available, it's like, yep,
Okay.
we're having Fruit Loops.
It's like, okay, we got a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, you better believe it. I love Fruit Loops. And funny enough, coming in at number 3 for me, Fruit Loops.
Perfect.
Big W for
That's
that.
100% making something in the top 10 of
Oh,
ours.
yeah,
It's
you
number
know
3
it.
for both of us.
Yep. Okay, number 2, Blake.
Frosted Flakes.
Coming in a bit higher than mine.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with your. Was it
Number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this was like Dad's cereal. Dad always had Frosted Flakes. You know, it was
Yeah.
like his thing.
Yeah.
So
So it was kind of a treat for you if you got some of that. Like, oh yeah, I got some of Dad's cereal.
exactly.
Some Frosted Flakes.
Hmm.
Okay, that's fair.
And they're pretty
See,
good. They're kind of sugary and good.
Oh, they're super good.
Yeah.
And you're coming at it from a different angle than me.
Hmm.
I'm kind of coming from the pessimistic angle almost, that it's like
It's a
you're a
good
glorified
version.
cornflake,
Yeah.
where you're like, nah, this is Dad's cereal. This is legit.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like good cereal with also like good for me, but
Yeah.
also good for other people. So
Yeah.
it's like it has a good memory, but it's also good cereal. So
And you see in the Boomer in the Morning bracket, I think the Frosted Flakes came in at number 1.
ooh, wow.
So big W.
It was a contender for me for once.
Yeah.
So
So,
But-
okay. Number 2 for me. And I will confess, this has only come into my life in the last few years. I never had this as a kid, but in my adulthood, I saw once they had it at Costco in a mega jumbo box, so we got some, and I crushed it, and it just became my absolute, almost my favorite,
right.
coming in at number 2. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Mm,
So good.
yeah.
And the thing with Cinnamon Toast Crunch is, after you're done,
Drink
the milk.
Mhm.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk, so good.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go wrong with
I
that.
think I've only ever had it once in my life. Like we bought a box once. I've had one box, so
There's
not
a
enough to make my list, but it is good. For sure, it was good.
there is a variant of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch called French Toast
I
Crunch.
saw it in the store today.
Have you tried
I
it?
haven't tried it.
I
saw
tried it once a long time ago, and I don't remember how it was. So I was tempted to put it in,
Mm.
but I couldn't, because I couldn't remember if it was
Couldn't
actually good
justify
or
it.
not.
Right. Worth trying though.
Yeah. So you're number 1, Blake. What is it?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh, Honey Nut.
Yeah. Which is only number 10 for you?
Number 10 for me. And you're coming at it from a different angle.
Yeah. I've honestly, I think I ate this cereal every day straight for like a year. Like I'm dead serious. Like I ate this all the time, and I didn't grow sick of it.
Yeah.
But I think other cereals just came along, so I started like varying. So, but yeah, that cereal was like a big part of my life. And I recently just bought a box like this week, and it's been
Yeah.
a long time since I had it. And I've been
Oh,
Had
you've
some
been
more.
crushing it.
yeah. So
I can
Yeah.
appreciate that.
mhm.
It's a staple for sure.
It's a good
classic.
cereal, and it's been like my go-to for a
Yeah.
long time. So
Oh man, that's great.
mm.
Good story behind it too.
yeah,
All right, my number 1. Again, this is another one that's just come into my life in my adulthood because I was never really allowed it as a kid.
right.
Lucky Charms.
Okay.
I cannot get enough of Lucky Charms. Like, I could eat those and eat those and eat those and eat those. It's just so good. The marshmallows in there they just get me every time.
I get it, but it's not cutting it for me.
Ah,
But
it's
I
not
can
cutting it.
appreciate like the marshmallows. I feel like they stick in your teeth.
They
and
do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a childish cereal,
Yeah,
but I'm a childish guy,
fair.
and I can just, I could devour those.
Yeah.
Like none other. So good. Lucky Charms.
Plus, if it's like
Oh,
it's like a guilty pleasure because you weren't allowed to have them, so it's like, ooh, I'm a bad boy.
yeah,
having some Lucky
exactly.
Charms, you know?
You crush some Lucky Charms.
Mm.
Might even have 2 bowls.
Being rebellious, yeah.
Being rebellious. Okay, so we've given our top 10s each, and we've compiled the scores and ranked them from number 10 to number 1 of the winners based on our rankings. So Blake, tell us who came in at number 10.
So we've actually got a tie.
Oh,
So this is Honeycomb and Honey Bunches of Oats because they were both number 6 on our list, but didn't
Oh.
show up on either person's list.
wow. So they both came in with 5 points apiece. The Honeys coming in at number 10.
Yeah.
The Honeys. That's funny, actually.
Those honeys are a 10, am I right?
Those Honeys are a 10, yeah. Oh, nice. I see what you did there.
Mm.
Okay, wow. I was not expecting that. So, number 10, Honeycomb, and number 10, Honey Bunches of Oats for a tie. Okay, so number 9 coming in for us is Golden Grams with 6 points, based on my rating at number 5.
Right.
Blake didn't have it in his rankings,
But it was so high on yours that it made it in.
but it made it in.
Made it to
Wow.
number 9.
Okay, so because we had a tie, number 8 was vacant. Because we have a tie for number 7, Blake.
Mm-hmm. So the same thing happened again, except for number 4. So both of our number 4s, Cookie Crisp and Oatmeal Crisp. It's a crispy number 7.
A crispy 7. Oh, man. See, that's kind of funny because both you and I have not tried either of those cereals.
Right.
Of each other's. So you haven't tried my pick of Cookie Crisp, and I haven't tried your pick of Oatmeal Crisp.
But they're number 4 for both of them.
Yeah.
So
we might have to
We
buy
might.
some of that
Mhm.
and try it. Maybe live on the podcast.
yeah,
Give it a review.
we could do a little,
Little foodie review.
yeah, not bad. Not a bad idea.
All right. Okay, number 6. This is solely based on my pick coming in at number 6 because I had it so high, which is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch coming in at a total of 9 points because I had it in at number 1.
Number 2.
Or sorry, number 2, yeah. So good. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I mean, it drops down to number 6 in the total ranking, but still, it made the top 10 total.
Made it,
Respectable.
for sure.
Okay,
Basically
what's
anything,
number 5?
your number 1 is going to make top 10.
Yeah,
Your number,
yeah.
Like your top 3 will make
Yeah,
it.
it's gotta be. It's gotta be there.
So number 5, we have a choice between both of us is the Frosted Mini Wheats.
Yes, respected by both of us.
Very solid
I had
choice.
it coming in personally at number 7, and Blake had it as
Number 5.
number 5. So
it makes sense where
it
is.
makes sense coming in at number 5. Good combo.
Yeah.
So number 4 is vacant because we have another tie for 3rd place with 11 points apiece, which is Frosted Flakes and Honey Nut Cheerios. Blake, what's your analysis?
That's my number 1 and my number 2.
Oh, and I'm the one that kind of screwed it over.
Hey, they're
Because
the top 3 though. They're
Frosted
tied for third.
Flakes, I had it at number 8, and Honey Nut Cheerios, I had number 10. So the balance of lower on my top 10 and yours higher on your top 10 brought it up.
Yeah,
So that makes sense. Number 3, respectable.
very solid both.
And they're 2 staples.
Yeah.
Okay, Blake, let us know about number 2.
All right, this is one that we both had. This is your number 1, Lucky Charms.
Oh,
So it gained a few extra points because I had it at number 7.
yep.
So
Didn't make number 1, though.
didn't make number 1.
But hey, number 2, I could respect that.
And number 1 is a very good choice.
Oh, number 1. Blake, reveal it for us.
All right, number 1, Fruit Loops.
Oh, Fruit Loops.
A killer. It's so good.
It's so good. I want to have a bowl tonight just to
Honestly,
celebrate.
Yeah, like when you think about Fruit Loops, it's like I could go for a bowl of Fruit Loops.
Always.
Yeah.
There came a point where Fruit Loops changed because they took out the artificial food coloring. So, I mean, thankfully it still tasted the same,
Mm.
but it didn't light up your bowl the same. Like before,
Yeah.
your bowl would just turn into like a rainbow of,
Yeah.
of whatever you call that, food coloring.
Mm.
But deservedly number 1.
Yeah.
I had it at number 3. Blake had it at number 3. And that point total just shot it right up.
Oh yeah.
Right up to the top. Bringing it to our number 1 ranked cereal, Fruit Loops. So to all our fans out there that are now craving cereal, celebrate this victory with a good bowl of Fruit Loops. We want to thank you for listening to episode 5 of the Redline Podcast. And stay tuned for episode 6 coming to you in the next few weeks.